Hi everyone, this is Cups. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter Rise video, and we're going to be talking about the light bowgun, or the LBG. In Rise, I had a lot of fun with this one. It feels kind of roughly the same to World and Iceborne if you're used to it. There's some changes here and there, but it's mostly the same. So in this video, we're going to go over the changes, the impressions, and also the wire bug moves and things like that. But before we get started, I just want to tell you guys who I am. My name is Cups. I stream on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Cups is the link. Make some YouTube videos and guides on Monster Hunter Rise and things like that. So if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Always greatly appreciated. We have a Twitter, Reddit, and Discord, and I'll put those links in the description below. But let's get started. So the changes on light bowgun are kind of few and far between. The weapon still kind of moves around like it did before. It's one of the changes I noticed is that they added the evade reload automatically into the kit, except it doesn't give you any ammo back. So the little side hop into slide that was added from Iceborne is now in, but it doesn't really do anything except just kind of close the gap a little bit more. I'm not quite sure if that was in World or not, but I'm thinking it was evade reload. But it feels incredibly powerful. I fought Mizutsune, and we'll go ahead and put the timestamp on here of what point if you guys want to skip the commentary. But and also some of the changes that we talked about in the heavy bowgun video are that if you look to the right of the ammunition, there's some footsteps, there's a little circle, there's a down arrow and an up arrow. These actually are really good because it signifies what kind of power that the ammo has. So before you'd have to look at the tree and like the kind of the weapon layout, the little ammo loadout, I guess I'll say, but it'll show you what weapon you can fire on the go, what things are quick reload, which ones are. So the down arrow is an instant reload, so you shoot a single shot and then you reload, and then the up arrows are rapid fire, so you can just tell by looking at the ammo what possibilities you have with it. So if it's not lit up, then it's not activated. So if you have a single shot thing, it's probably not very good, and some extenuating circumstances. That's why I was using normal 1 a lot in this hunt, because it was rapid fire normal 1, and I had a much bigger clip and I would have to reload a lot less while I could fire on the go. The set that they gave us didn't feel very strong, and also the weapon didn't feel particularly strong, but I think the weapon just as its own is incredibly strong. Both heavy bowgun and light bowgun feel about as strong as they did before, since they're just barely changed at all. You still have your mines that you can put on the ground and smack the monster or shoot into and do some decent damage. And there's a couple changes with wire bug, but just the overall mobility that wire bug gives you and all kinds of goodies like that just make light bowgun shine even brighter. It's the last thing that light bowgun needed was a little bit more mobility, but it seems like we got it. But as for the wire bug moves, it'll have the two same sheathed wire bugs that everybody else does. Had the one that's kind of diagonally thrown up in the air that launches you into the air. Pretty nice for closing the gap and smacking the monster on the way down if you need to. And then there's the horizontal one, which just kind of moves you forward and moves you to the side and things like that. Not really too many uses for this one, especially with what we'll talk about with the unsheathed versions. So the unsheathed versions are, one is like the glide shot or something like that. That's what it's called. It's got the horizontal wire bug pull, and then the first shot you take afterwards, it has to be pretty much instant as well. The first shot you take is a big shot that has like a lot of flinch to it and everything like that. I wasn't able to really predictably hit this thing. It was really tough to hit. I was like having to, purposely and mindfully place myself to try to hit this thing, and I still don't think I hit it very often against it. But you can't really reposition yourself, so if you slide, it just shoots directly in front. So I'd kind of slide back and then whip around and try to hit him with the shot, but it didn't happen. So it's like it's kind of like you have to cancel the wire bug move for you to get your shot out, but it didn't look like I could shorten it by just throwing the glide dash and then just immediately pushing the button to get a shot out. So this one feels a little hinky to use. I'm going to play around with this one, try to practice a little bit more. I guess I should say now, I should have said at the beginning, but I was only allowed 2 hunts with this weapon, so I had to play around in the normal areas to kind of try to figure out what it is. So kind of take this with a grain of salt, just kind of initial impressions on what I think about it. The second one is a kind of vault move. It's another kind of diagonal throw that launches your character into the air, except you can shoot while you're in the air with this one. You can also shoot a mine down, which is kind of cool. So you throw yourself over the top of the monster, shoot a mine down, and it'll land directly on top of the monster and eventually explode, which is kind of cool. I don't really see this one being used too much except to get around things kind of flashily and maybe try to kind of close the gap or something like that. But I don't know, light bowgun is so positional based. I don't really see myself using this one too much, but still fun to use and can get some stylish kills, I think, in the future. overall impressions of the weapon feels very, very powerful. Heavy bowgun and light bowgun felt probably the strongest out of any weapon that I used. I know I did die a couple times, but I was just playing like a goof and messing around and trying to figure out what I could and couldn't do with wire bug stuff. But both feel strong. Both feel, if you were fans before, you'd probably be fans still. Still pierce ammo, normal rapid fire, all this good stuff. Move around, great mobility. Mines, I'm sure we'll have some sort of evade counter mine thing, perhaps. I don't know. But overall, very, very good, and can't recommend it enough. Also, I really like the way that the set looks. I had fun doing it. Probably play some more light bowgun. Maybe not too much, though. I'm not naturally a gunner player. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching again. If you guys want to check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/cups. Like, comment, subscribe is always greatly appreciated. Liking, commenting, you know, kind of moves the algorithm forward. And I plan on making a lot more stuff for Monster Hunter Rise whenever it comes out, so go ahead and subscribe now. And have a wonderful new year. Can't wait to see you March 26th whenever Rise comes out. That said, have a good one.